So my van is a 2023 Toyota Sienna XLE all-wheel drive. I bought it brand new from a Toyota dealership in early 2023 after being on a wait list for about 6 months. Starting with the 2021 model years, all Siennas are offered exclusively with a hybrid powertrain. So you get a 4-cylinder engine plus an electric motor in the front and rear. It gets 35 miles per gallon city, 36 miles per gallon highway, which is insane for a minivan. With an 18-gallon tank, you basically have 600 miles of range. You get an electric motor in the front and the rear, which the vehicle uses to offer on-demand all-wheel drive. So whenever the van needs more traction, it can engage either the front, the rear, or both of those electric motors with the engine. And it's been great so far. In the snow in Michigan, I haven't had any issues. It works how it's supposed to, engages the rear when you need it, and then disengages it and gives you great gas mileage when you don't. Here I'm coming from a complete stop, going up a hill in the snow and just showing you how it works. It worked great. It's awesome. With the Sienna being a hybrid, you have an AC inverter like most vehicles, but it uses its hybrid battery. So it's offered at 1500 watts output, and I can use that whenever the van is turned on, regardless of if the engine is running or not. And then another benefit of it being a hybrid is you can use it like people have used Priuses for car camping overnight, where you keep the vehicle on and you'll have climate control for air conditioning and heat overnight, but the engine will only run whenever it needs to charge its batteries. So from my experience, I can keep the van running overnight and the engine will only come on every 10 minutes for like 2 to 3 minutes at a time. So over a span of 8 hours, it uses a gallon of gas. You can use that whenever you need to. If you're in the desert, if you're in a blizzard, just leave the car on. It'll be efficient. You'll use very little gas and you'll sleep comfortable. Everything about my build is a no build. Technically, nothing is permanently damaging the vehicle. It can all be taken out at a later time. My bed is 36 inches wide and 80 inches long, which is roughly the size of a twin XL mattress. It's about 3 inches narrower than a twin XL. The mattress is 3 inches thick, and I bought it off Amazon doing a custom order where I ordered 4 equally sized cushions. So they're each 20 inches deep by the 36 inches wide. And basically I have a quad fold bed. The bed transforms into a couch by grabbing my little grab handle and pulling up on it while pushing back towards the back of the van. And it's pretty easy. And then you immediately have your couch set up. And I'm just showing the bed now with the cushions taken off of it. The surface of the bed, which the mattress sits on, has a carpet surface to cover up the plywood so it wouldn't be scratchy or anything, and you could sit on it without the cushions and be fine. The bed is held securely in its bed position with a pin on the side that you pull out when you want to push it into couch mode. It doesn't take much effort. For the couch, you can make it as inclined or declined as you'd like. You can basically just slide it to whatever position you want. And I have on the board that connects it securely to its frame holes spaced out every 3 inches that you can put the pin in and stop it right there for that level of incline. Here's the position with the most incline, so the steepest back of the couch. You can see me just putting the pin in to keep it there. Now, what makes my bed different from the Eric Enjoys Earth bed that a lot of people use is it's adjustable in the rear as well. The bed isn't actually attached permanently anywhere to its frame. It's just held in by hinges. You have access to the stow and go area The base of the trunk makes it fully accessible, usable, without sacrificing anything too. And so you can put your feet down there and have a very comfortable seating position. With the bed in couch mode in both the front and the rear, you have seating for up to 4 people, not for while you're driving, but for while you're camping or tailgating. It's a comfortable seating position for 4 people. And I'll be making a YouTube video giving instructions on how I made my bed if anyone wants to copy it. I haven't seen anyone make a bed like this, but I think it's a really good idea and gives you access to your trunk area and makes it fully accessible, usable, without sacrificing anything. My floor is lifted on 2x4s, so you have 3.5 inches underneath for storage. I've just got cardboard boxes that are available when you leave Costco and just cut them to fit. So I use them to hold underwear and socks, and it's part of my closet basically. The same goes for the passenger side of the vehicle. You have the same storage space available to you. And I use it for a closet with socks basically, and then power tools, electrical cords, random stuff, whatever I want to put down there. So underneath the floor is part of my closet, and then the other half of my closet is this cabinet here that has vertical dividers that I've used just to divide up types of clothing. So I also have a desk/tabletop. I built this to be easily set up and easily put away, and also to have it not take up too much space. So it's very compact. I just take these pipes and put them into the brackets. And then undo the desk/tabletop. It's on hinges, and I basically just roll it out. It's not the strongest desk/tabletop. It's basically as strong as the pipes that you put underneath it, but it's not going anywhere. It holds a laptop. It holds whatever I need. It's flexible. Because there's nothing underneath holding it upright, I can freely move my legs without having to hit anything holding the desk up, and I can just adjust my couch to be as close to the tabletop as I'd like. Putting the desk away is just as easy as taking it out. As far as storage, I have a lot of storage available to me in the rear and in my cabinets. So the back cabinet, basically just a big empty space, which I've used just to store hats and random things. And then I have a bin full of toiletries and things like that. Then on top of the cabinets is what I call my pantry. It's basically just a shelf ledge thing where I have more cardboard boxes from Costco that I've just cut to fit, and I put all my food and things like that up there. Then underneath the cabinets, the support that holds them up is a long channel that you can use for storage. It's about 4 feet long, 1 foot wide, 1 foot tall. You could put camping chairs, anything kind of long and not too wide. Off to the side, the Sienna has a little cubby area that I usually put my gym bag and any stuff that I want to access regularly. Like I mentioned earlier, the whole trunk space is available to you. I eventually plan on using this space for my fridge because I want to be able to make the space available when I'd like it. And a fridge I could easily take in and out whenever I have a use case for having the trunk being open. For my kitchen, I have a microwave, and that's basically about it so far. I use this cabinet just to store anything utensil, kitchen, eating related. And my microwave is powered by a EcoFlow Delta 2. It's a kilowatt hour of storage, and it has a maximum output of 1800 watts, which is about more than double the needs of the microwave. And I have an extension cord thing plugged into it on top of the microwave that I can plug any of my electronics into, like a fan or a light. So this battery pack is how I power anything inside the van. I eventually plan on getting a little propane camping stove, and I plan on using it on the side of my van, the passenger side, with this table that I made that holds my clothes in to my closet, but then transforms into a tabletop. And this is easy to put up and put away. You just grab a board from underneath the floor and wedge it between the tabletop and the floor. Another nice feature of this tabletop is you get access to the closet from the passenger side of the vehicle whenever you need it. And this tabletop is super strong. You could put 100 pounds on it. It's not going anywhere. Moving on to the roof of my vehicle, I have a roof deck. It's not really intended for sitting on. It's mainly just for putting kayaks, bikes, anything I want to tie down or put up there. A spare tire I could do. And it's connected to a unistrut roof rack, which attaches to the factory roof rails OEM crossbar connection points, so nothing is damaging the vehicle. And I've added pipe straps just for added safety, but it's bolted into the roof rails. And then at the rear of my roof, I have a 100-watt solar panel, which connects to my battery pack. Then I've got my Thule Cascade cargo box off on the passenger side. It's long and skinny and isn't too tall, and that's what I was looking for, so that I could still have the roof deck, the solar panel, but then also get the maximum storage space possible out of the roof with the remaining space. Up here I put camping chairs, backpacks. So for the solar panel, the cables go off to the passenger side door and then just go down the door sill all the way to the bottom, held in with zip ties on the roof rack, and then just duct tape in the door sill. And it's curved at the bottom so that water won't go from the roof into my van. It'll just drip down, and then it connects into my battery pack at the back of it. To make it more comfortable to sleep in the van, I have WeatherTech window visors. You use one side when you want heat to not get into the van, and then the black side when you want heat to stay in the van. So it'll get heated up in the winter and it'll stay cool in the summer, and it makes it completely dark inside. And I keep them stored with bungee cords on the ceiling of the van, which just keeps them out of the way. Then the next thing are these little window inserts, and you can put them in the windows, which offers airflow without bugs getting in. You can get a cross breeze, and the way you put them in is you just roll the window down, wedge them in, and then slowly roll the window up until it's tight. Then the last thing that I have that makes it more comfortable to live in the van is a sunroof bug screen, which has magnetic tape around the edges of it to hold it down on the roof of the van. And basically that gives you a open space that bugs can't get into. And then I can hang a fan underneath it to get a similar action to like a max air fan, where you can either have air pulling in or pushing out. So yeah, this has been nice. I think it's a great addition to things that make it easier to live in the van. So that's my van. If you're interested in seeing any future tutorials on how I made some individual components of it, subscribe, and thanks for watching.